There, we're hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Are we doing 10 now? No, 11.
11.
Oh my goodness.
11 what?
I
Dice?
listened to 10. Can you?
Oh, this is episode 11. Yes.
Yes.
Microphone.
Maybe.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
I think I'm almost ready.
Hello.
I'm just going to open mine too.
Oh, Dwayne and Spooner are a little quiet tonight.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. Dwayne said
Yeah, don't speak up. Come on, guys.
we can have his bubbly.
Haha.
He's looking at Chelsea judgingly.
Fuck off. Stop it.
Stop it.
Wayne, put your feet away.
Ew.
Which one?
Oh, that's what Spooner was staring at.
Oh.
Oh, Spooner, close your mouth. You're drooling.
Dude, this is awkward. Oh,
Oh, do you guys need a room? Nope.
So we haven't played D&D since last year.
We haven't played D&D since like June of last year,
jokes.
technically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant like role playing games. D&D in my family is Gavin's going to play role.
I call it D&D also, even though
Yeah.
it's Vaesen or whatever.
Yeah. My kids are like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "D&D night."
It's
away.
just it's easier that way than having to explain it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did once to my wife and she glazed over and was just staring at me. I was like,
It's amazing that instantaneous look where you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you don't care.
yeah. Well, it's really important because with Vaesen.
Yeah. I'm gonna play advanced pretend with my friends.
Yeah.
I like that. Advanced pretend.
Wow. I just wrote November 4th.
It's
on my,
100. What?
Yes.
Did you just have
It's
a stroke?
100%
November
how I've
4th.
explained it to my 3-year-old. She's like, is that? And I'm like, it's make-believe. And then we roll dice to decide whether or not the make-believe is good or bad. She's like, oh.
Well, that's very
And then she
judgy.
glazed over, and I was like, damn.
She's like, boring.
Sword fight.
It's funny. The only person I can talk to this campaign about is Chris.
Yeah. I know, he loves it. Yeah, he loves it. I'll be like, oh, what are you doing? He goes, conspiring with Sean about
It's true.
campaigns.
We do conspire.
There's been a couple of times where he'll start to say something, and he'll be like, actually, I can't tell you that. I'll just message Sean. I'm like, "Aw."
He should message future Chelsea. He's one of those time machine things.
Do it.
Gavin, do you have a question for us?
I do have a question.
You brought it up at ramen
yeah, you
and
brought
then
it up at
failed.
ramen. Yeah, I'm going to completely abandon my question.
No,
because-
we got to do both.
Well, we
Okay,
could do
fine.
yours now and then yours after the break.
Yeah, because yours is
Since
like
there's only 3 of us. Or 4 of us.
4 of us.
Five,
Sean
probably
counts
6
as
of us.
people.
I mean, the other 2 people are definitely here. They're just being quiet.
Yeah, totally.
and not in Mexico.
They're in the bathroom together again, alone. Never mind.
What?
Again?
Is this what happens like every time someone's gone?
It's a big poop day.
It's a big. Great.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What's your question?
What's your question?
Wait, but you said, I thought you were about to say something. You said like something and then you didn't finish. Did you finish
Me?
the train of thought? Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
finished.
I said that they were in the bathroom together alone.
But we only have 4 people. Anyways, whatever.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm
That was
too
a
old.
long time ago.
Anyways, my question is around etiquette, I guess, awkwardness. So
No, this is the wrong.
if,
Okay. I'm intrigued.
if everybody knows what a bidet is, right?
Yep.
Correct.
It's not.
start.
It's not what you think. It's not what you think.
Okay.
Would you install, like, we have an ensuite bathroom, we have a main bathroom. We recently installed a bidet into our ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It sprays my butt. I love it.
Great.
It's usually what they do. Yeah.
Yes. A little surprising at first. You got to turn down that pressure. Anyways. But then I was like, oh, do we want to put one in the main bathroom? Jess is like, is that weird? Like a bidet in the main bathroom, people are going to come over and like, is that like a line drawn? I'm like, well, they exist in like hotels and stuff and people use that.
And it's not mandatory.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have
what
to.
I said. She's
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's too personal. So, and then I was like, I got to ask somebody about this. So that was my question. In your main bathroom, would you put in a bidet and would you feel weird about people coming over to your house and using it?
Here is my thought, and I'm just going to go ahead and start. Do you put toilet paper out? I'm going to assume yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So in which case, a bidet is no different. It's just a way to clean
I
your
was gonna
booty.
say something
Yeah.
similar, but with hand soap. Not that I use hand soap to clean my butt.
I bet you
when
do.
But I'm just saying,
Squeaky
it's an offering to people. They can use it. They cannot use it. Whatever.
We
There's
hope
no
they
pressure.
use the soap.
Yeah, I've definitely been over to people's places and they have bidets in the bathroom, and depending on how I'm feeling, I'll use it or I won't.
Most of the Eastern Hemisphere uses bidets.
Yeah,
It's actually more etiquette because you're offering them the choice. You're saying,
It's
hey,
true.
I have paper.
Yeah.
it's very Percy of you.
Yeah. It's like when you go
Now,
to
if you were standing in the bathroom with a garden hose and a scrub brush beside the toilet, that might be a little weird, but...
Yeah. Well, depends.
Which bidet did you go with? Like the Tushy?
The Tushy 2.0.
Did you go with the
Tushy
warm
2.0.
one?
Yeah, it has a warm seat and warm water.
Wait.
And warm air.
Sean, how did you know
Wait,
that?
what?
Have you been
So
over there?
Does it have electricity then?
I did not know that he had one, but
Oh,
I
I
have
see.
done some bidet research in my day.
I love
was-
one.
Yeah.
In
it
your
was,
bidet.
It was an Amazon purchase. It was like a gift exchange thing for our work. Anyways, and
Your fucking work.
Okay.
and yeah, it like plugs into the wall. You can kind of like hide the cord around back, and so the seat is heated. It's got a little remote, so you can like sit. It like sits next to the toilet, and it the water's warm, and the air that blows your butt to
I
dry
have
it
some
off.
health
is warm.
concerns with electricity being involved in my toilet.
Well, it's not like
Why?
wired
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, it's hooked up outside.
It's outside.
Yeah.
Like, how have you ever experienced such
Splashing?
an eruption that you're concerned about electronics in the perimeter of your toilet?
After a
That's
bowl
fair.
of ramen.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I now stand when I poop.
Anyway. Paint us a word
Okay.
picture, Sean.
All right, so generally,
I don't like having a wet butt.
everybody's pro bidet. That's cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Probidet.
Pro bidet.
Adventurers, grab your weapons. But first, kiss your kin. The wilds call, a timeless brawl. Now we roll for initiative. Good and evil fighting for the win. Crit and fumble, critical hit or just a fucking fumble. Cast thine eye on the rolling die. Legends rise on its battle cry. Time to rumble, crit and fumble, critical hit or just another fumble. War is waged on the table stage. Untold sagas of an ancient age. Crit and fumble.
Bidet. The bidet talk did continue over the intro.
It did.
It's very important to me.
And it traumatized me.
Wow.
Oh boy. I forget Percy's voice.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. He tried.
He tried hard.
So hard.
Twice.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good episode. It was tense.
It was tense. I'm going to do a little recap because it feels like it's been forever for
It
me.
actually has.
So Percy made choices, and Madeline was released unto the castle. And after an incredibly tense series of events that saw Madeline try to blow up Craig Derrick by locking out the boiler, Sister Anastazja being confronted by the specter of someone from her past. Overall, some really impressive synergy between the sister Dick, Daina, and the Zerglockus Sasha in maneuvering through the castle. There was some bangerang rolls that went
Wild.
down. Yeah. And then a final showdown that occurred in Jasper's office where Daina got a bit of her insides turned to outsides. And Percy ultimately pushed Madeline out of the window into the cold light of day and down 4 stories, in which he miraculously survived in no small part to Madeline sort of holding him steady during this descent. Daina was saved by a well-timed Blythe entrance, and just as our investigators thought that the coast was clear, they checked in on the previously unconscious Emery Finch, only to discover that his dark passenger had indeed taken control.
Dark passenger would be a great word for an STI.
Wow. Good band name too.
Yeah, right? All right.
Wait, hold on. Quick pause.
Yes.
When did we end off with Emery like speaking like he was possessed? Like his body was
He
possessed
said
by
something
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the sister.
He just said, "Hello, sister."
Okay, so he was like possessed. It wasn't like him and demon. There wasn't two entities in a room.
So when you're hearing them talk, it's like Emery's voice, but there's also a second one overlaid. Tash, we're going to work on this the whole session.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
We have to
sync
say
up.
everything
yeah.
in unison.
Oh,
I love it.
I love it.
Oh, do you have an audio effect on that punchy board thing buttons?
No, I
oh,
wish.
man,
No,
that's
you
so
do.
cool.
You just have to talk slow enough that Sean can keep up.
Yeah.
I haven't learned.
Oh man, next
I
time
haven't
I
actually ever learned throat singing, but I think I might
I knew a guy
think
who
that'll
did
be
it
my
when he was doing field
2026.
work because he was just by himself all the time. And
learn how to
he
do the
got pretty good.
overtones.
Yeah.
Cool.
Neat.
I need a hobby for 2026, so might be that.
Why choose one?
I mean,
All right. Percy, you come to in the silk sheets of Madeline's bed. Out of instinct, you roll over, expecting her slight form, but only find cold, empty space. Your back feels like it has taken the impact of a runaway buggy, and it's because you fell 4 stories from the top of Craig Derrick. For everybody at the table, there's only been a couple hours have lapsed since the last session.
Oh.
You have not had enough time to fully recover from any conditions that you have, and especially any defects or insights that you may have gained in the last battle. So currently there are 2 clocks ticking. We've got Emery and his dark passenger, and we've also got Salt Spring. So however long you decide to take to recover from those sort of conditions, those clocks are going to continue to tick.
I have a little logical question then.
Yes.
Would Emery have taken any conditions being what happened in that last episode?
I'm going to say Emery has taken a mental condition at this point, just from the interactions, but is otherwise...
Is he back? Emery's back with us?
We'll
Oh, I see. Sorry.
We'll get there. Yeah. So currently, as it stands, Percy is locked in Madeline's cage, as it were. Blythe and Daina are upstairs, and there has been some discussion over time, and it has been decided that Dick and the sister are going to leave the castle to begin the investigation on Salt Spring Island, just because there are too many variables at play. And what's Dana's stance currently on the situation?
Why is Percy in the cage? Because Jasper said it?
Jasper is not there yet. It's only been a few hours, and you're expecting him in the evening. But I think initially Dick or someone would have insisted he was unconscious, not knowing where his mind would be. And so both Emery and Percy have been contained. But we'll get to Emery.
Daina would have made sure that Percy was stable.
Mm-hmm.
She disagrees firmly with him being in the cage, however, has likely been outvoted or maybe seen this as the
think
lesser of.
It is just a preliminary precaution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is probably near the lobby waiting for Jasper. She wants to, because of their history, she wants to be the first person to speak to him. So
Okay.
she's doing that, trying to like pace around,
Sweet.
get ahead of the game a little bit.
Sounds good. So downstairs, Percy, you sort of wake up. You are alone in this cage, as it were, but it's quite ornate. The bed is still there. You are in your undergarments at the moment, and there is a wardrobe at the far end where Madeline had some of her clothes, but you also recall that you left a spare set of trousers and a shirt in there as well in case of emergencies. But yeah, you have come to.
Percy will. I imagine he like wakes up, comes to, and just sits there or lays there for quite a long time, and just kind of, you know how it's like a lazy Sunday morning, and it's like, you know, bed's comfortable, smells good, And Percy just kind of like lays in there and rolls over and processes what has happened and what he's done. And I think he like sobs in the pillow for a while before collecting himself, standing up and just walking along the cage, and just, his fingers sort of slapping between each of them as he runs along the bars, makes his way over to the wardrobe to try to find what clothes he has, and pulls out the
Can you
trouser.
give me a observation roll, please?
Yeah, I can. I'm still very broken. Observation is... Where's observation? Oh, there it is. I have 5 minus 3, so 2. Oh, 1 success. Wow.
One success. As you're sort of tapping along the bars, you can't help but feel that you are being watched down here. Now, the way that this dungeon is set up, it's very akin to a cell block. So most of the cells in here are used for storage.
Right.
But you see across from you in the cage adjacent is Emery Finch. But his body position and manner is just a little peculiar. And he's reading a book currently. It seems to be almost like a small children's book. You look closer. It's called A Tash of Magic.
I hate that one.
And he slowly closes it. Oh. Wakey, wakey. Sleeping Beauty.
Percy was trying not to, like, as he noticed, was trying not to, like, look over and make eye contact. And as he's, like, running his fingers along the rails and he hears the voice, he, like, doesn't stop, but he slows down.
Okay.
And listens. And you can see he sort of, like, gives, like, a side-eye kind of glance, and then just continues to the wardrobe temporarily just to find some clothes.
Right. This Emery sort of puts his head against the bars and just sort of continues to watch you. As you open the wardrobe, you find your trousers. Inside, there is a tintype of yourself in front of the castle. Your sleeves a little too short, and it's one that you had given Madeline.
Right.
There's a little note on it, on the front of it. What did you put on this little note for Madeline?
Kisses.
Nice. XOXO, Percy.
Yeah. He dons his stuff, actually takes that photo, and puts it in his pocket or jacket. He doesn't have a jacket, it's just a shirt right now.
Shirt and pants, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And pauses, closes the drawer, and holds it there for a sec, and then turns towards the bars and kind of puts his hands out in front of him, like how you stand sort of casually, but your arms are crossed.
Yeah.
And he stares at Emery
for
a moment. Well, did you enjoy the show?
I do like a good show myself. The finale was a little lackluster, if you catch my drift. Seems like somebody pulled their punches in the final act, but bravo.
Yes, well, can all be well versed in all the possible decisions, I suppose. But where is Emery?
Emery's around. He's hanging out, as it were.
And who am I speaking with exactly?
That's a very complicated question.
Well,
But
Percy sits on the bed. It would seem that I have some time on my hands.
that you do. You can call me Tom.
Tom?
Yeah.
Knew a Tom once. Used to pull my hair at school.
Want to know where he is?
Yeah, actually I do.
He stops for a minute. I get.
What do you want?
What I really want is to be out of here, but to be honest, you and I are in it together. It's not exactly like you're in a position to get me out, but maybe if I do you a favor, you just, if the tides change, look out for me a little bit.
Percy considers this for a moment and his previous poor choices with a vampire. Looks at him. Deal.
Your Tom is... He's on a ship. He's looking for a whale. Whales, he's cold. He's out north. It's frigid. Wouldn't last long if Tom fell in the water. Shame if somebody were to make him feel like he was getting his hair pulled and splash, you know?
What a shame.
What a shame indeed. Well, there's your answer. And then he just sort of sits back down, puts the book onto a crate.
Well, any ideas on how to get out?
Oh, I think we're going to get visitors real soon. And we move one floor up as Daina paces along the front door. Dick and the sister have just left. Blythe is semi-tending to Dana's wounds, trying to get her to like sit down for a minute, but doctors make the worst patients.
Oh.
Daina, if you could just please, if you keep running, you're going to rupture your bandages.
No, I am walking to stretch out the sutures.
That is a complete fabrication.
Complete fabrication, correct. But it's fine. I can't sit still right now. We have to wait. We'll see how it goes when Jasper gets here.
Okay.
Gosh, you don't think Percy's going to do anything stupid like make a deal with the demon downstairs, do you?
No, he surely has learned his lesson on doing absolutely obscene things with these creatures.
Oh, he told you about the obscene things.
Oh, well, we did...
You meant the deals. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, we did a few... Okay, yes, no. What are you talking about?
No. We're on the same page.
Okay,
absolutely.
yes, didn't show you the cards?
You also have a set. I've been looking for a petunia. Do you have a petunia?
I actually know Petunia.
No way.
Yeah, down at the Empress. Yes, it was a brief dalliance.
Oh.
Anyhow.
Are you bashful blood? No, you know what? I'll ask you another time.
I don't know if I can sit around here. I clearly cannot. You are capable of looking after yourself, and I'll be honest, after everything that happened, I don't know if I can look at Percy again.
Of course.
Feels a little cowardly, but I just don't have the capacity right now. Do you think when you see him next, you could just ask him not to call?
Of course, dear.
Yes.
Thank you for all you did. You saved my life.
Thank you.
And if you ever need anything...
I extend that to you. I don't necessarily want to deal with Percy, but if you, Dick, or anybody needs my assistance, please.
I will also say I don't know the extent of it, but I can say that vampires and Vaesen of that sort are known for mental manipulation, and I do know that Percy held you in very high regard. I'm not sure if that changes much, but...
I just feel like I got the impression that this may have always been the case from the get-go, and I don't know if the man that was ever really real either. But please look after him.
I hope you find someone marvelous. And actually, if ever you're down by the docks, steamboat captain called True, quite an esteemed gentleman as well.
Oh, thank you very much, Daina.
Take care, Blythe.
And Blythe steps out, and you are suddenly in the castle by yourself. 2 entities in the basement. And you suspect that there's probably still a few more hours before Jasper gets in. He had went to go talk with Arabelle and Isra on sort of exorcisms and potential assistance with Emery, and then needed to report into Mr. Dunsmuir. So that would definitely take the better part of the day.
Now she's all alone. She's going to arm herself well. I think she would have asked Sister Anastazja to leave a vial of holy water, if that's not too cheeky.
It's very, very reasonable. Yeah.
She is fully equipped. She has all of her gear, all of her doctor's stuff. She has what she needs for her meeting with Jasper, should that happen. And she's going to go to the occult library, or she's going to go to the library.
Okay.
And she's going to head towards the occult library and then hesitate. And then she's going to go back through this library, which she knows fairly well, and she's going to look for anything on demons before she goes downstairs.
Okay. Can you give me... Yeah, because the occult library gives you a freebie.
Yes.
But can you give me a learning check as you make your way through this one?
1-6.
1-6. So you get the impression that there are multiple different types of rituals depending on what you want the outcome to be. You can't find specifics on 2 of them, but they can be broken down to either binding and weakening the demon and the host. There is one where you can transfer the demon to a different vessel. And then there's one that is a pure exorcism. So those are in increasing order of risk.
Okay.
So the binding, you get some references that you don't necessarily have here in the current library, but like some allusions to other manuscripts and processes. You find instructions on how to do a transfer. There's a story from a 11th century Shinto priest who tricked a malevolent demon into a doll by making a deal with it to sort of excise it out and then into a mirror that was looking like it was facing a person, but then when it got into the mirror, got shifted into the doll, and that doll became possessed.
She's going to take that one over to the mirror. She's going to read the excerpt out loud to Sasha. And she's going to say, "What do you think, Sasha, dear? Something you could potentially help with? Make the illusion a little extra strong?"
You get the telltale sign of like a finger going on glass and that like...
So it's writing something?
Yeah.
Can she blow on the mirror to get some steam?
A little happy face.
Little happy face?
Yeah.
Yay. I was gonna say, wonderful, dear. Thank you. And then she'll make sure to read all 3, but she knows that she is not in a place for an exorcist.
Yeah. Yeah. And so typically the exorcisms you do find out require a priest or a person who is well versed in those sort of rituals. It's not necessarily advised to be done on the fly by a novice practitioner.
No.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there. And I think at this point she kind of just is talking to the mirror, and she says, "Don't want to leave the house. Don't want to leave Percy down there. Might have to go get Arabelle. Don't have Algot to go get Ren. Don't exactly have a carrier pigeon. No one else on the grounds. Fuck, we should have had them send back Arabelle. Don't suppose we could. We were no. Damn. And I think then she will. I have an above table question.
Yes,
about
absolutely.
the occult library.
Yep.
The occult library above table is once per mystery.
Once per mystery.
Um,
So I would allow these sort of mini arcs. I would allow for to be different questions. So if you want to ask something for say if you wanted to do something for Salt Spring in the next couple sessions, we can still utilize it for that. These are kind of like vague, like the Madeline stuff was kind of self-contained.
Okay.
Emery's sort of possession is self-contained.
I feel like the question has kind of been asked, so I don't feel like I can get any better information at this point outside of getting a practitioner here. So I think she is going to make sure she's got everything she needs. She disagreed with Percy being locked up in the first place. And she's going to start to head that way. And then as she passes the staircase, she's going to pause. And then she's going to head back up to the office for a moment, back up to Jasper's office.
Okay.
And she's digging through his stuff as carefully as possible to make sure everything goes back where it was, despite the fact that it's probably in total disarray.
It's absolutely like the window's broken. There is your blood everywhere. She is looking for anything that screams Jasper was involved in with Madeline. So anything that suggests more than just like she remembers him acting strange about Madeline. And she's wanting to try and figure out if there was manipulation happening there too. She's not totally sure what she's looking for, but she wants to see if there's any Give me an investigation
notes,
roll.
any kisses.
Kisses.
Nothing, and I'm not wanting to push going into this this one yet.
Yeah, there is no. You find notes on Madeline, but there's nothing to identify any potential manipulation. You do see that he's very meticulous with his notes.
Yeah.
And there are some entries that are missing, and you suspect that he's probably taken them with him or brought them to Mr. Dunsmuir to kind of get a holistic sort of view.
Yeah. I think she looks over the meticulous notes and sort of smiles a little bit and says, good old Jasper. And now she'll head down to the dungeon. But she's feeling a little blah, so she's just going to close the door and be like, nearest place you can get me. And then opens it up again.
Yep. Sorry, go to the
the dungeon. Yeah.
And just before Daina steps in, Emery looks up. Oh, I think we got ourselves 1 second. And then he just sort of sits down and goes blank. Emery. What is a positive memory that Emery would have retreated to?
Trying to think what his last awake moment would have just been visiting with Madeline, right? Meeting Madeline.
Yeah, Percy would have brought Emery down to go meet Madeline. Percy opened the cage, and he got into a confrontation with Percy.
Yeah.
There was a brief fight. Madeline got involved, and you do remember kind of knocking your head for a moment, getting dazed, and then everything went dark.
I would say one of his sort of recent top of mind memories would just kind of be around Arabelle in general.
Okay.
His feelings towards her, how he would sort of romanticize her being in the space during one of the late nights that they were working on the seance room together. And the way her hair flowed as she walked across the room and all of those nice. Warm and fuzzies.
Didn't she have a buzz cut?
Yeah. But
memories aren't always.
Yeah, memories aren't exactly
It's his
there.
happy place.
They're warped, and there has been a bit of time between there, so maybe it's grown out a little bit. But yes, it is very close cropped. But in this memory, it flows long. It is adjusted. The borders of this memory are hazy. And in this particular moment, there might be, I think you've got your notebook open, but you read it and the letters don't make any sense. It's trying to it's like reading in a dream. Right. Everything's sort of a little off, but the two of you are having just a playful disagreement on a ritual. It's like, no, that's not necessarily it's not non-linear. You have to sort of connect these dots here. And then you see how the oval swoops in. You have to go clockwise, not anti-clockwise.
Interesting. Anti-clockwise, you would say, not counterclockwise.
Yes, that is a different way of saying it. But it's very important, the directionality of these symbols. If you mix them up at all, then you can have catastrophic. And then she sort of stops for a minute and everything sort of freezes and you feel a figure come up behind you, and it's like your shadow has sort of extended and raised up. I think you've been figuring out that things aren't quite what they seem here, friend.
Yes, I'm trying to pretend it's not actually happening and it's just some confused, drug-induced dream.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
She's pretty.
She's lovely.
Yeah, I get that.
You stay away from her.
Fishes were wishes, buddy. You will. Look, I'm not a bad guy. I understand that people don't necessarily like having somebody kicking around in their noggin, as it were. But we can work something out here. And as a show of good faith, I'll let you head up top for a little bit. Unless you, of course, want to stay down here. That's absolutely amenable to me.
No, I would love to take control of the wheel.
Sure.
For a while.
Ah, of course.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. It's just a show of good faith, as it were. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
And how do I... tell me why. Why are you here? How do I get rid of you? What do you need?
I'm just looking to get away from where I was.
You need a vacation, so you're stealing my mind and my body.
Vacation? I didn't steal anything, friend. You rang the dinner bell, and I gotta say, you are one hell of a lucky fella that I was the one that came calling. It could have been much worse.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. Well, up you go. And Daina, you step down the stairs to the dungeon. The door that was here has been completely ripped off its hinges from the events yesterday, or a few hours ago. You step down. Percy is awake. Emery, for the briefest of moments, is doing 1,000-yard stare, and then sort of blinks back as if sort of awoken from a dream.
Daina, I'm back. It's me.
Are you?
I think so. He said I could go back up for a bit.
What did he ask of you in return?
Nothing specific. He said, well, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
So there'll be something down the line.
I would assume he said he needed to get away from somewhere else, and I kind of opened the door for him.
Intriguing. Wonder where from.
Not sure.
Does Emery have his book with him?
Where would Emery have, would he have had it on him when he went down into the basement?
Yeah, I imagine it just kind of like a little pocket kind of notebook. That.
Right. While you are still you, give me your book.
Yes, be careful. Be very careful.
She won't reach through the bars. She'll let him reach through to her.
Yep. There's no. Yep.
She takes it away. Sorry, just a precaution.
No, dress thing. I don't think I ever need to see it again.
Sure, he probably knows them all anyway, but still. I'm sorry. Can I get you anything?
I don't know. I guess it's best to leave me in here for now until this is worked through, but...
Very lovingly, yes.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay. She turns back to Percy, and she... thought this was a bloody stupid idea. She goes over and she just starts unlocking his cage, and she's absolutely lovingly, like, idiot, yes. Threat, hoping not. How are you? How's your back? You're walking?
Well, this is what it feels like. To be in a cage, to be an animal, to be a threat. Seen as a threat.
I don't see you as a threat.
Somebody does.
Dick being a bit cautious, I suspect.
Could be. Where's everybody else?
Sister Anastazja and Dick decided to go ahead and scout out ahead on the Salt Spring Island situation. To be very frank, I thought that was a bloody stupid idea. Lovingly, not terribly worried about their island, terribly worried about her demon situation, but, you know, as Anastazja says, oh, God was calling me to Salt Spring. And
She
Dick
probably would have said it in Latin, though.
Yeah, probably. And Dick, I think he's a bit flustered right now since a tendon pull put him down.
Right.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. What is going on? Where's Madeline, Percy? Why are you in the cage? Why are you covered in blood? I've missed some stuff.
Took a little, almost died, but we're doing good. Nice and stretched out now. Walking out, stretch out the sutures, as they say.
Madeline's dead.
Yes, Madeline's dead.
Like actually dead.
Yes.
Yeah. Gone.
She was dead before, more or less, right?
Undead.
Well, this time she has left whatever realm we are in.
Why are you locked up?
I think some of our friends think I may be a threat. Or my mental state was within question. Reasonably so.
How is your mental state now on the other side of things?
Questionable. If I'm being honest.
Wonderful. Well, I desperately need you.
Yes, well, I have been sitting down here quietly, watching Emery stare into the abyss without saying a word to me. Nice to have someone to talk to.
Good.
Shall we get a tea?
Sounds wonderful.
Emery, can I get you something?
Yes, a tea would be fine.
Yes, Mr. Emery, sir. I would love to.
Some of those horribly dry biscuits.
If I can find some. Dick keeps stealing them.
You step up, and the tea cabinet has been shattered in the in the kerfuffle.
He looks around. He finds his private stash.
Nice.
Sorry, Dick and I were in a bit of a rush.
I see that. Percy, I think, would collect some stuff, find some really, really old biscuits, and bring everything back downstairs for the three of us.
Right. And so you're welcome to continue the scene, but I'm just wondering how you would spend sort of the next couple hours whilst waiting for Jasper to arrive.
I intend to speak with Jasper privately. I'm hoping to pull on our friendship a bit.
What are we going to do with Emery here? Surely we're not going to leave him in a cage for the rest of
I was
his
hoping
life.
I was hoping that perhaps you might, while I'm talking to Jasper, go and get Arabelle.
Yes, I can do that. Probably at it wouldn't be at our seance parlor, but maybe the one we had visited previously.
Yes. Emery, where's some places we might find Arabelle or, what was her name?
Isra. Well, I would suggest back at the theater room performance where we saw them. Maybe there's maybe she has an office there.
Wonderful.
A place to start, anyway.
And just let them know how urgent it is.
Right. Well, I suppose no time like the present.
I would rather, if you don't mind, waiting until Jasper's here. I'd rather it be two of us, just in case something happens.
What could happen? Look what has already happened.
Well, he could turn into it. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I suppose so.
We don't have a whole lot of time. And if the clock is ticking, he glances down and looks towards Emery, kind of side-eye. Perhaps time really is of the essence here.
Of course.
I don't have any other creatures to release as of yet, so I have nothing better to do.
I am sorry, Percy.
Yes, well, I'll get over it, maybe.
Of course.
Where is Blythe?
And she's totally thrown for a moment because she was about to tell, you know, when you're like tiptoeing a topic and you're like, and she finally just got the strength to like say something that she's like, yes, Blythe has gone home. She's asked for some space, Percy.
Right, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, of course.
I did tell her that these things are complicated, especially with the type of Vaesen.
Oh, Vaesen, yes.
That Madeline was. But I also know that, as you said, love, not simple.
Well, Percy stands up. I guess I'll find Abigail, right?
Arabelle.
Arabelle.
And
Arabelle.
Isra.
Isra. Okay, to the theater. I will...
Percy, before you leave.
Yes.
He asked me to say to you, man overboard.
Oh.
That's all. No explanation. He's just said to say that.
Interesting. Percy has like a smirk on his face and kind of stands up a little straighter. Maybe things are on the bright side. Heads upstairs.
And you sort of step out, busy yourself. Does Daina do anything in the castle whilst waiting? Just sort of like tidies up and keeps busy, or?
She is going to go to, she's going to find, she knows that Percy or Alget at some point had some kind of little like dinner bell type thing. Mm-hmm. And she's going to go and she's going to leave it with Emery.
Okay.
And she's just going to say, if you need anything, please use this. I do want to help. I just don't know how right now.
Yes, I do appreciate it. I'm not really sure myself. Hopefully Ezra and Arabelle will have some better answers for us.
And then she goes upstairs and she heads to Percy's room. Mm-hmm. And on his dresser, she leaves it's an old jewelry box she had. It kind of looks like a little treasure chest. It's a little bit campy and silly, but, and she puts it there with just a little note that said, I saved what I could. And inside are just some of the ashes she was able to sort of scoop up of Madeline.
The ashes whisper to you now.
And the ashes tap against the pipes. Oh shit! Oh no! She just did that, and that was what she was gonna try and tell us. She just didn't know
Gotcha.
Sort of how to. Anyway,
Lovely.
So now she's gonna dodge that, and she's gonna go back to her pacing, waiting for Jasper. She's fairly at a loss. None of her training covered this.
Before, just quickly, before Percy heads out, in the combat, his revolver did get knocked out of his hand when he tried to shoot himself. He would like to go collect that and his coat, ideally.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. We don't have to do it right now.
Yeah. Percy's current suit is actually in at the tailor at the moment.
Oh, yes, right.
But there's sort of enough generic clothing. It fits terribly because it fits well.
It's dicks.
But you've got enough to head out, and your revolver is still there. No silvered bullets, but you've got regular.
Okay. He packs that and heads towards the inn or the
theater.
Theater.
Yeah. So you make your way downtown, either walking or probably hiring a cab just to expedite the process, presumably.
I feel like he needs a walk.
Okay, yeah, absolutely fair. And there is both the air is cold. It is still wintertime, but it isn't snowing. It's crisp. It's still morning. Like everything wrapped up with Madeline at the crack of dawn, functionally. So probably by this point, it's late morning, afternoonish, and the sun is sort of bright. It's one of those very cold, cloudless days, and there is both a sense of, I would imagine, having gone through a lot, when you kind of have that sort of brain fog, when you've been like a little overstimulated. But there is at the back of sort of Percy's mind, or maybe like a weight that's been lifted off of his shoulders that maybe he wasn't even aware existed in those moments, as if there is a bit of clarity that has been sort of following him for a number of years. And it slowly had increased over this time, and it is gone. And you're not sure if that's, it's up to you whether or not that turns into a sense of grief, but there is sort of an empty slot there. But yeah, you go for your walk. There's plenty of people out. It's sort of the middle of the week, as it were. You find yourself in Bastion Square at the theater. The sort of narrow, creaking wooden staircase is there. The door is open to the theater. I'm assuming you just walk in, or
yeah, or would ask like a doorman or something like that.
Yeah, it is. There's no doorman. It's you just sort of walk in. You go up. It's in that same sort of opulent chamber. There was the room that the seance partook in, but and through there, you do recall that there was a second door that you never went into, that Arabelle first went in. But you just like stand in this sort of, it's almost like a staging area. It's where you guys had some drinks, and you just like call out, or do you go further? Or?
I think you would like sort of poke in, not quietly, but not loud either. And just sort of like is kind of shifting around, kind of looking. And when he doesn't see anybody, he kind of steps in a little further. He's like, hello? It's,
oh, we are not open yet.
Oh, I'm just looking for somebody, not looking for service.
Oh, okay. It's coming from like a different room, almost like somebody's. Have you gone up the stairs yet?
Yes.
Okay. So it's coming from like around the seance parlor and out through one of the doors steps Isra in her sort of like large Coke bottle glasses and way too many garments, as it were.
Oh,
I remember you, Emery's friend.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Isra.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Nice to see you again. We were here just the other night.
Yes.
I'm looking for. Is it Avery? No,
Arabelle.
Arabelle.
Look for Arabelle. Yes. She and Emery have become quite close, I think.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Glad to hear.
Is this to do with Emery? I'm surprised he did not. What?
No,
what?
It's fine.
Okay,
yes, good.
Do you need something? You seem a little.
Yeah, I mean, I could use a lot of things, but anyways, Arabelle, yeah, you were saying?
And she sort of like looks at you for a moment, and just like walks behind the counter. It's like, I know it's a little bit early, but like pours a bourbon and just like slides it over. Just, you sir look like a man who perhaps needs a drink.
He takes a sip. He kind of just like, where you let it really linger in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're having like a good whiskey or bourbon or something. You're just like, he puts a glass down in size.
Maybe sit down for a second. I will fetch Arabelle.
Oh, sure,
You
yes.
just take a moment.
Thanks. Thank you. And he sits down.
I think like,
quietly.
as he sits down, she just like stops for a minute, like lights a match and like lights a little bit of incense and just like wafts it over. So high strung. And you hear like, and eventually Arabelle shows up. Her hair is like still shaved.
Long flowing buzz cut.
Yeah. Sorry, this ridiculous thing pulls off a wig. It's for show. I thought it was Emery. I know he likes it. And she steps in, like, you're Percy.
Yes, Arabelle, right.
Absolutely, yes. How can I help you?
Please, have a seat.
Of course, yes. She sits down across from you.
1
second, that incense is awful. And gets up, snuffs it out. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Your friend, Isra, I
Yes,
think it is.
Isra.
Put that there. I was too nice to say anything.
I think she thinks it calms people.
Yeah. Or, anyways, what do you know about demons? And, well, I should say specifically making deals with demons.
Well, that there's all types of demons, and the deals that you make can come back to bite you. There's sort of nuance in whatever propositions they make. They will be true to their word, but will always try and find a way to twist those words, circumstances to best suit their needs. So it's important when you're making deals with demons to be incredibly explicit and precise with how you make those deals.
Emery,
I am aware of Emery's circumstances. These and I have actually been trying to work on it. There was a fellow actually showed up earlier from your group.
Jasper?
Yes, Jasper.
He came by here.
Yes, and I don't know if it would have actually been conveyed to Percy, but Daina, you would know that he had left, and this was one of his pit stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, the real reason that I'm here is Emery needs your help. We have him currently, he's locked up.
Oh, so things have escalated a little bit.
They have. It would seem that he is being granted permission to use his body rather than the other way around.
Damn it.
Do you have time to return to Craigdorth with me?
Of course, yes. We'll. I think we had some people showing up for a séance, but we can. Isra can take care of that. She can look after the shop. I'll pack my things.
Lovely. I will. I'll meet you in the lobby.
Of course. And she'll sort of scuttle out, and you'll hear a conversation. And she comes back, and she's got one of those like big old Mary Poppins bags.
Nice.
And sort of a number of sort of cloaks and shawls. And please lead the way.
Percy finishes his bourbon quickly and puts it down. Okay, this way. I suggest it's a bit of a walk. Maybe we will hail a carriage.
Sounds great. And Isra stumps out like, okay, have fun with the exorcism, you two. And
Have fun storming the castle.
that was exactly
Yes.
Yeah, and then we just
head out and Emery, you're down in the dungeon with just this book that you hate and time on your hands.
Not the Notebook, the other book.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
the other book. Yeah.
Tash of Magic.
A Tash of Magic. It makes no-
Children's book that I've decided to read. Yes.
And you're just like, this is not suitable for children.
Quick pause. Can we please make a children's book called A Tash of Magic?
Absolutely.
I have concerns.
And you feel just like at the back of your mind, similar to like when you're falling asleep, that like feeling of falling backwards, you can pretty easily resist it if you want, or you can sort of...
Would he would recognize that as giving up control back to?
It's similar. You're not sure.
Or is
This
that
is all.
sure?
This is all very sort of new
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
I think he's definitely scared and nervous, but he also, being caged up like this, has a bit of a sense of security. Like he knows that everybody else around him is at least safe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like his curiosity is going to lead into it a little bit, and he's gonna let it go. I think he's also maybe a little bit confused. Like, I guess the way I'm envisioning it is when the demon's taken over, he's in this sort of like half dream state, half memory state.
He's sort of just like plunking around in different memories.
Yeah.
And so that is it's sort of like a semi-lucid dream.
So I think there's maybe even comfort in that. It's maybe a nicer, safer place to be.
Yeah.
So far.
Okay. And so you fall back and you are in a bit of an upsetting memory. And Tom is there, almost observing it. What is the upsetting memory that Tom has found?
One of his very first memories, or probably his very first memory, is being around 5 years old and at the York train station.
Mm-hmm.
He was traveling with his nanny, Ruth, to head to Montreal for the holiday season to go to his grandparents. And Nanny had said she had to go to the bathroom and left him sitting on a bench with their luggage. And she never came back.
Okay. And there are people walking everywhere, and they are blurred. They have no faces in this moment. It is cloudy and full of smoke that feels almost oppressive as this train that is monstrous and massive in your memory as a 5-year-old just gouts out plumes of smoke. And they're all strangers here. And you see yourself seated on this bench. And Tom is sort of sitting there or standing there, and he walks up to 5-year-old you and then looks over to adult Emery. This is pretty cruel to leave someone there. If only there was one to help you, Emery. Oh, there was an adult.
Told not to speak to anyone.
Of course, that's very, very wise of your nanny, but she was gone. What? You were here now, Emery. What would you do?
I would help him. I would talk to him.
And he sort of like steps aside for a minute and just ushers you towards the younger version of yourself.
Excuse me, young man. Is everything all right?
Oh, my nanny has gone away. I'm so terribly frightened. Apparently you're British now, sorry. I'm just picturing like one of those little sailor caps that's got like a little tassel down the side.
Well, I'm sure she won't be gone for too long.
It's strange here.
It is.
What's your name?
My name is Edmund.
Edmund.
No, that's confusing for you, perhaps. My name is Gary.
Gary, that's such
Gary.
a Gary. Oh, from what fantastical land are you from, Gary?
Europe.
Europe. Fabulous. I hope to go to Europe one day. I'm going to be a fantastic actor.
I'm sure
I'm going to
you will.
go to London, and I'm going to play all the biggest shows there.
That would be great for you. A wonderful adventure. And where did your nanny say she is?
She said, I don't quite remember. She said just to stay here. How did this memory end for Emery?
The nanny Ruth was actually across the street drinking at the tavern. And so he sat on that bench for the day, basically until the last train had left, and someone that worked at the train station came and found him. They took him down to the police station, where she just happened to be in the cell for some drunken, disorderly conduct.
And you, in this back and forth with yourself, have this conversation. You realize that Tom is gone. He has sort of walked away in the miasma of this crowd that is still coming and going. The trains sort of blur past as time goes by in this memory. But then something happens, and you see Tom walking back through the crowd with your nanny. And she's got 2 tickets in her hand. She goes up to young Emery. All right, time to go. And Emery gets up and looks at you. Well, thank you very much, Gary. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, and have a wonderful, safe journey, and wish your grandparents a happy holiday.
And you step onto the train, and Tom puts his hand on your shoulder. I just love a happy ending, don't you?
Yes, if this... Are you changing my memories for me?
No, I'm just showing you how beneficial it can be when people have a friend like me around. I understand that. Well, people call me Demon, which is sort of a simplified way of putting it, but... Well, it's not so black and white. I'm sure you've found yourself in situations that have been morally ambiguous.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
It is. It is why I am here, Emery. It's not, times people get rash and make decisions based off of half-truths and baseless accusations. If people were to judge you on the worst day of your life, then wouldn't get too far. I'm just saying, I'm in your corner for now. We can work out a bit of a deal to keep me around. I'm in no hurry to get home, as it were, and I know you all are schemers and are going to be scheming to try and get rid of me, and I won't lie to you, it's possible. Dangerous, very dangerous. And the simplest way is... it's kind of like shared custody.
See.
I don't want to interfere with your life, but I don't necessarily want to go back myself either.
So as long as you are connected to someone, then you can stay away from wherever it is you left.
Precisely. You find yourself in a very interesting line of business, and I like interesting.
I don't necessarily want to be in the coachman or the butcher or some sailor being thrown overboard and hunting whales.
And in return, you're going to clean up my memories and what
It
else?
doesn't have to be. This is just an example. I can't travel through time and change what's happened, but got me in your corner. You're a little pizzazz, a little extra oomph. And, like a dog, I gotta be walked from time to time, but...
I have to say, this is full of snake oil energy right now, this conversation.
That's wise of you, Emery. You're a very wise man for thinking that. You don't want to go into things half-cocked. Just look at your friend Percy. He wasn't necessary. Well, he was thinking full-cocked, if you know what I mean. Look where that got him.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, you
there
know
it
what I'm
is,
saying.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she did have an energy about her.
She did. That was quite... I only got a taste, but I tell you what. Damn.
Can I not attach you to something else? Can you not? What if I just say no?
That's not exactly how that ritual works that you did. I got sort of first rights, as it were. But
So
if
you're
you-
asking me for permission, but I don't have to give you permission.
I'm just saying.
Let's be
that-
friends.
Let's be friends.
No, I wasn't saying that.
No,
it was not
you-
an offer.
I don't know. That's what I'm proposing. I know that you're gonna try something, and I can't fault you for that, but I'm not gonna make it easy for you to get rid of me. So if we just circumvent that, we can come to some sort of arrangement. Like I said, custody. Make every other weekday. Hell, I'll even give you Sundays. It's not necessarily my days, historically speaking.
And what's going to happen to me in the meantime while you're in charge?
Oh, you hang out here. I'll clean up some of your memories here. We can make some really nice ones for you. And maybe come to some sort of arrangement if you really feel the need to come up to the surface. If I find it amenable, then up you go. Think
Well,
about it.
Yeah.
Chew on it.
I have concerns that is there a contract per se? Is there bounds to this arrangement?
We'll figure that out. I'll get my people to talk to your... I'm just kidding. I don't have people. But we can sort of... This is just a pitch meeting, as it were. But I will tell you now, if you try to get rid of me, then contract's null and void.
Well, I'm sure you're quite familiar with where I work and who my friends are.
Getting an idea.
Yeah, this choice might not be mine.
Okay. You're the one who's at the center of it. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Go up to bat for me. Vouch a little bit. Let him know it's not all bad.
Well, I think I need to discuss with Arabelle a bit.
Of course. Don't take too long, though. And at this, sort of the memory fades out. And you are in control of yourself again. Tom does not try to fight you on this. And Daina, you putter the days away. Not the days away, the hours away. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. It's a long memory.
I was in it.
Where's
Yeah.
Percy?
And you hear a carriage come up the drive.
And she's got that, like when you're nervous because like maybe you've had a bad day or you did something bad and like you hear the car in the driveway and you're like, oh God, it's over, but also fuck.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And the
one of the windows in the castle like slightly opens and a cold breeze kind of like brings you back into the moment. And then the window closes back down again and the door opens and in walks Jasper.
Jasper, dear.
Jesus, who died? What happened to you? You're
Come to the library, dear.
okay. And Jasper, he's got sort of a briefcase in hand and puts it down next to the doorway and steps in. Where is everybody?
Let's have a drink and a seat.
That's sure.
And she'll go into the library where it's sort of cozy and
Yeah, and open up
the big comfy chairs and everything.
Yeah.
And she'll just bring over a drink for each of them. And she's probably weird and like pours it into a little teacup for each of them, even though it's alcohol. And,
Yeah.
like, they sit there and
And you give me an observation roll, please.
And it's like his
I'm not very good
finest,
at this.
his finest brandy in a
a
teacup.
6. I only could roll 2 dice, but I got a 6.
Nice. You notice he doesn't take a sip. He is like, you get the impression he is incredibly on edge right now. He's picking up on your nervous energy.
She reaches over and drinks his drink and then puts it back down and she says, Madeline has died.
Oh, what? I mean, I can't. Sorry, I need to process that for a minute.
She does look for his reaction in this. She remembers Percy's blank stare and she suspected some mental manipulation there.
I'll let that success on the observation ride.
Okay.
And you get the impression he is shocked, but similarly to last time, you do not get the impression that there has been any sort of influence.
Okay.
Like he was not under Madeline's thrall.
No. Okay,
in that
perfect.
moment. Yeah. And I think you can kind of conclusively just based off of his like, what happened? And he goes kind of into like business mode.
Okay.
in a
There's
way.
no like grief or anything. Yeah.
There's no grief. It is very much like, what's your report?
So from there, she's able to, even though she's like, she sinks into professional Dr. Fleischman mode, but I think this is actually a place where Jasper and Daina, become more comfortable.
It's a routine where it is.
This is the debrief.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
During our conversation, it appears that there was some manipulation on Madeline's part. And once you had left, I think that perhaps you passed Blythe.
Of course, yes. The young woman, I let her in just as I was leaving. Did she set Madeline free?
No, I went to bring Blythe to Percy and found both of them, both Emery and Percy, downstairs on the ground. Emery was, I don't know, he wasn't with us. He was just catatonic, and Percy was shocked. And
Can you give me a manipulation roll, please?
he hasn't lied yet.
I
I said that they were on the ground.
believe you said they were unconscious.
No, I said they were both on the ground.
Okay.
Percy was shocked, and Emery was catatonic.
All right. Well, we will discover unless you're trying to weave your way.
I would say she's being a bit careful with her words. Willing to roll the manipulation if you'd like.
I would like you, as you are withholding and will need to withhold details.
No successes.
No successes. Can you roll again for me?
No successes.
Successes. Okay. Continue.
And she was out, and we tracked her through the castle. She manipulated the boiler system. The runes that were downstairs, I've scratched them off. I gave
well, we'll have
Sasha
to-
access again, just to
I understand.
try to blow the place up.
I know that given the circumstances, how did she escape?
We
You had that place warded to. I checked them myself. At least
Emery is currently also in a cell downstairs as the demon has taken control.
I should have acted sooner.
We didn't know.
Yes, but you. Sorry, the responsibility falls to me. Sort of
running here. I appreciate. I'm sorry that you had to.
Very, very
Go through
lovingly,
this.
Jasper. Nothing, even in all your years of training, prepared you for something like this.
Demons were not necessarily part of the curriculum.
I've sent Percy to go get Arabelle so that we can start our work. Sister Anastazja felt that she was being called to Salt Spring, so she has gone, and Dick has gone with her to nurse his grievous wound that he sustained.
Oh, dear God, Dick is hurt. What is it? A sort of internal bleeding?
Pulled a tendon.
I'm sorry, what?
Pulled a tendon in his finger.
In his spine?
Finger. And I think Daina starts giggling. I think the two drinks have.
And I think just like detecting that manic energy, Jasper starts chuckling as well. He's like,
God,
are you
I have
fucking
to-
kidding me?
I have to tell you.
You are literally stitched together like a rag doll.
I have to tell you, we need to send the biggest bouquet of flowers and some sort of financial recompense
absolutely.
to Blythe, who saved my life
Oh.
while Dick was rolling around holding his hand.
Of course. Fuck, we should just probably bring her on.
You should know that Percy had a silver bullet, and he tried to use himself as a decoy, and he tried to shoot through his own heart at Madeline. There was a scuffle, and the shot went off wide. But he did tackle her out of your window. Sorry, all of this happened in your office.
Fuck.
And you know what, Jasper? This is why truly we have a policy about not having proper offices. This is why we use curtains instead.
That's too bad. I was about to give Emery just a proper office as well, but
Maybe just set him up with a desk down in the cell downstairs.
if we can't deal with this situation, that may very well be it.
Yeah. He 4 floors, and he
Did he sprain a finger as well?
no
course,
terribly injured his back.
Still on the fucking job. Yeah.
Is still on the job. And Madeline died. We all did some damage, but in the end, it was his tackle that pushed her out of the window, stake through the heart, and the sun hit her, turned to dust.
Oh. I can't say that I'm necessarily disappointed to have that weight off of my shoulders.
No, me neither. I do worry about Percy.
I do too. I worry about Dick as well. My goodness. Surprised he survived.
I feel like they both give each other a look.
All right. Well, I've already gone in and spoken to Arabelle earlier today, so hopefully they have a bit of a head start on the situation, but I didn't realize things had escalated so quickly.
Yes. What do we need to do to close out the Madeline stuff?
I will take care of that paperwork and inform Mr. Dunsmuir, but I think there's not much else we can do. She's gone, dusted. We've learned all we can from her, and there'll be some disappointment, but we will persevere, work forward, and deal with the problem at hand currently. There is
Emery.
I'm surprised. Salt Spring, who knows what's going on there. I suppose it's fine that the sister and Dick have gone in. We do have Arabelle coming in. Percy, you all, I'm assuming, could probably use a rest.
We absolutely could, but I don't know if we have time.
It's true.
Can I? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He sort of like looks up at you for a moment. He's like, I can't help but feel like you're holding something from me.
And she's going to hold his eyes for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say, you know, sometimes there are those things that we're not trained for. But some of the things we are trained for is to trust our team. to... I don't know. Yes, but this was an impossible situation and terrible things happened. And everyone involved acted very bravely. We are now faced with something worse. And I'm not sure if that is enough for you. I tell you it's done. Is that enough?
For now. To revisit this up, but I am satisfied for the time being.
And I would ask for our history, for our friendship, that you come to me first. And if you tell me that it is time for you to know the full story, I will give it to you.
Agreed.
Thank you.
That's where we'll take our break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I was trying to learn my overtones. I can't do it.
Okay, we're good. We're in it. I'm already losing my voice from this Tom voice. It's gonna be good.
Keep doing it. But wait, let me close my eyes first. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Damn it.
Then what happens?
Can I send you a totally anonymous, not written by me fic for you to read in that voice?
Fine, but I need a week to recover.
I feel like you just wrote it in the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, too bright. Okay.
Good.
Okay, go.
Are we going straight in, or are you gonna ask us a question?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to fun music.
All right, just the tip.
Oh, I thought it was Call Me Maybe for a moment. I was like, hello?
Hello, what?
What?
Yeah, this one is a little more generic. It is, do you have any
You're a liar.
TTRPG hot takes? So these could be like rules or abilities that you have, specific hot take on. I will start because for the most part, this is actually me just griping about something about my home game.
Love it.
And that is, I think that Halfling Luck ruins the game.
Whoa.
Halfling Luck is anyone who plays a Halfling. I have 2 in my home game. They can re-roll every natural one. And so that takes the...
Wait, every natural one?
Yeah, they just... there's like,
never-
I roll the natural
they
one, I
never
get to
fumble?
Halfling Luck. bloop.
Because they're like leprechauns.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be
That's
capped like
racist.
multiple times, X amount of times per day.
Yeah, and so there is like the lucky feat, which you get 3 re-rolls.
Don't tell
Yeah.
Dwayne.
I was just thinking that.
But my other thing that I've been mulling over is that the DM then gets an ability called Luck Runs Out. So every time a halfling uses their halfling luck, the DM can force a re-roll on any equal number of natural 20s on any other PC or NPC in the game. And so
you're,
it's
like,
that they've stolen,
displacing your
they've
luck.
stolen the luck, and so
Right.
now it's like, well, somebody's going to come up short.
I like that, so they can decide not
demon
to or
vibes.
take it.
Yeah, and so
Kind of
that's
deal with the devilly.
yeah, exactly. So that is my my hot take. Is I hate fucking halfling luck so much, and
So
I'm never
fair.
letting it back in any of my campaigns once this one is over.
I don't know. I'm not
It's not
like...
too personal. I like it.
I don't really have opinions about stuff, so...
You
What is that? What?
Chestnut is returned.
Fuck that guy. Yeah, no, I don't really know. I don't really think I have a hot take about D&D. Probably if I thought about it.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm actually really glad that I brought this one up with you guys because it's definitely doesn't spark a whole lot of conversation. It's like, what?
I have a friend that is DM'd for a long time, and he has a rule that you can only play humans and you can't play magic casters or magic users in any way.
So he
That's
just
cool.
wants you to be like real life
Yeah.
person.
He's like, you don't know what it's like to be a halfling, so how can you play a halfling successfully?
the power of imagination. It's
the
the
whole
advanced
point.
part of
He
advanced
doesn't
pretend.
He wants it to be real. That's
Ooh.
all. That's my cold take.
It's real.
My one is I don't like the limitations put on multi-classing in D&D. So like, for instance, you can't multi-class because, you can't multi-class into a barbarian because your strength's not high enough.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to let you multi-class into a barbarian.
Yeah.
You're going to be a shitty barbarian.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to let you do it. If you got a good story reason why how many people in their lives, like in a non-fantasy world go, you know what? I'm going to go do something. I'm going to be really bad at it. But sometimes I'm going to get lucky, right? I want to see people who be like, I'm going to be a bard and a barbarian, and I've got a strength of 9.
I am currently playing a wizard barbarian.
Nice.
And he's so inept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my gripes with D&D Beyond is it'll be like, you can't, you don't have a strength of 13 or whatever.
And
I'm
I just want to have like an
force it.
override button.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, exactly.
I know. I accept the terms and conditions.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think my hot take, it's probably not a hot take. A lot of people probably resonate with it, but I think I feel like we're all razzing on D&D, but there's a flip side to it. My hot take is the worst part of D&D, and I love D&D. It's one of my favorite systems, is combat. I feel like it does a really good job of halting gameplay.
Yeah.
And they have made it a little better over the years. It's not quite as grindy. It's a little more flowy. But one of my favorite systems, and it goes to the other extreme, is the Powered by the Apocalypse system.
Say Monster of the Week.
Yeah, where it's there is no initiative order. It's theme-based. It's scene-based. You don't say, "Oh, let's all roll for initiative." You just do a thing, and things escalate. But it's really easy if you're not used to DMing to not know how to do that. Including me, I'm not particularly good at it.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of it, and when it does work, fuck, is it cool?
Yeah.
So I would like to see a middle ground. My hot take is, out of the two, Powered by the Apocalypse is a far superior combat system to D&D's.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. That was the first system, the first non-D&D system I ever played, and it took me so long to wrap my head around that.
Yeah, like the moves.
He's like, oh, yeah, the
soft
moves.
move and a hard move.
Yeah, and the idea that the GM doesn't roll any dice for the whole thing, and it is all just consequences to the rolls, which I really, really liked.
Yeah.
I think I would agree to the point that D&D's combat mechanics has a way of to me, it just strips away the character, the role playing.
It's like a paradigm
because
shift.
It's everybody wants to go quick because it can really drag out. You can have combats that last for a couple hours or more sometimes even.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so I don't know how you do that. I remember watching Critical Role when they had those crazy 3D
Set
battle
pieces,
sets that they would bring out. I felt like that really helps with it. Role playing, because you can visualize things more, and you can be I run up there and then climb up the tree and jump off the tree, but still.
Yeah.
Some of my, talking about props, some of my favorite D&D combat has actually been in Chelsea's Pirates of the Lost Fleet campaign with the ship. Was amazing. And then the underground part with that weird, what was it, a turtle? I'm trying to remember.
underwater, the dragon turtle.
Yeah, the dragon turtle. That was one of my favorites too. And
good.
we were trying to hide behind that wall, and I could visualize it.
Yeah.
And I kind of got lost in both those combats. So it can happen if done right. And maybe I'm just bad at D&D combat.
I think there's absolutely people are always theater of the mind or minis and it's all good.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
so if you've got a complicated combat like the dragon turtle and all the different elements and the means to bring that together, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But every single skirmish cannot also be.
Yeah, it can just be let's throw a couple swords and see what happens.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's also why I was pretty forgiving. I think the first fight you guys did was with the cloaker, and we were took our time and stuff like that. But after that, Gavin, you're up, Tash, you're on deck, because when it's your turn, you gotta go. That's the thing that takes me out of combat with D&D is when people are okay, so
I have this idea. I don't know if it's going to work.
I need you to feel the urgency of the
It's kinda
combat.
it's like somebody when you go into a really busy restaurant and you're in queue looking at the menu, and then they decide what they're going to get when they get to the cashier. It's
Yeah.
dog, you've had 20 minutes
Yeah.
staring at this menu.
It's McDonald's. It hasn't changed in 26 years.
I understand I've got anxiety, and that's why I'm prepping for this. But
Oh yeah, no. Becky looks at the before we leave our house. She knows what she's ordering.
wild.
I did that about sushi tonight, and then I still hesitated. What are you guys getting?
I was so impatient. I was like, why the fuck won't Chelsea order? God, it's taking
You
forever.
took
I
a
know.
half second to think and pause and breathe.
So sorry.
Basically ruined
And
my
then
dinner.
3 out of 4 dishes were the same.
And then the other one just didn't have garlic in it.
Yeah.
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 Great.
Anyway,
Well, that was that was a fun.
back to the bidet though. I've been thinking about it. I'm just kidding.
Back to
Speaking of scorching takes, yeah.
I mean, if you're a guy and you're like you're
What if
standing
you
and
just had a
peeing, like,
drill?
can you use a bidet to anyway?
I think you should.
Yeah,
No.
it's worth a shot.
Do you know that?
You shouldn't stand and pee. If you respected your world around you, you should sit down when you pee.
Oh, but I like to
Agreed.
make it go like
Sprinkler. Oh,
I know you do.
yeah. And look at the cabinet beside your toilet, and it's got like yellow sprinkles.
That's probably true.
See,
That's why he painted his new cupboards yellow.
see, that's way more offensive than a bidet.
A bidet. Anyway, sorry, Sean. Back to your.
No, man, you guys keep going. It's just I'm here, just gonna start rolling some dice.
No.
and,
No.
This is some people have made some deals, and
Never made a deal in my life.
you have made a lot of deals. In fact, the most out of anyone at this table.
Oh, that was a clue. I think that was a clue.
Oh boy.
Okay. What's this one do? Problem with like setting up the stream deck ahead of time is that I do forget what some of these
You
are.
have to label it.
They are labeled. That's the worst part. But like, how do you fucking do music? That's, got detuned orchestra. All right. It's a lot of spooky.
Whoop, whoop.
Multiple O's. Okay. So
Multiple O's.
Percy, Jasper, and Daina and Arabelle have all sort of consolidated in on the first floor of Craigdarroch Castle. I will suspect that you are in the library, coming up with a bit of a game plan and putting your minds together. Emery, you are still present downstairs.
Okay.
But still on the up and up. Jasper. Okay, well, what information do we have at this point?
I've done a bit of research. We have 3 options. One of them is to weaken the host and weaken the demon. That was option 1, right, Sean?
It was bind.
Bind. Okay,
Yes.
but one was bind. One of them was to essentially trick the demon into a doll
Transfer.
transfer.
Doesn't have to be a doll. It can be any inanimate object.
It can be
but
any
that was the
inanimate
example.
object. I have conferred with Sasha, and she has agreed to assist with the mirrors if we would like to make that a little extra believable. So we do have that on our side. And the other one is Arabelle, to be frank.
Yeah, just a straight up through and through exorcism.
Yes.
And Jasper is, all right, well, do we have sort of materials or rituals for each of these?
Well, we probably have something in the seance parlor.
Yes, for that part.
Arabelle?
Yeah, that would be probably a good spot for an exorcism. I've studied them. I don't necessarily... I do feel like out of everyone here, I am probably the most qualified to perform that. I will need some holy water and salt.
I have the holy water.
Excellent. And she looks at Percy. Salt?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, there's plenty in the kitchen.
Perfect.
I'm assuming it can be iodized.
Yes. No, I actually need it flaked, boiled from water.
I'll need about 48 hours.
No, that's
We
still
know a
100
guy
years
down
away.
in Maple Bay.
Yes. Okay, that will be incredibly dangerous for Emery. Have we, and Jasper steps in, have we looked in the occult library for anything for the binding ritual?
I thought I'd wait. Sorry, I had a bit of a muddled head earlier, but
Of course,
we
been through a
can-
lot.
we can go and take a look.
And Jasper, so I'm assuming you all kind of head up there, and he sort of puts his hand on the knob, and he's binding rituals for demons or Vaesen or creatures, and turns the knob of the door, and it opens up into a very opulent library. There's golden oak. It's got a curved baronial architecture. It's actually incredibly reminiscent of Craigdarroch. And you step foot inside, and there are, it's sort of long, narrow. There are two sort of parallel floors that have like the sliding ladders that go along them, and sort of a long table in the middle. And Jasper sort of looks in. He's like, "This is oddly familiar." And if you turn around, it almost looks like an extension of this very library.
Did we have it in here all along?
And Percy, you would know that it was just like a supply closet before.
Oh, I suppose it was, but
Well,
not like this.
All right, well, let's take a look around.
what?
Right? So, binding rituals, that's the one we're deciding to...
Well, we know how to do the seance. And
Is there a fourth option?
Leave it be. So far, you've come up with the three of them.
you know,
with
the seance, and the other one is tricking it out.
Right.
Which, from what she read, is that pretty, like, it's complicated in how to accomplish it, but not in how to do it, which is just literally convince it in and then
it
not.
needs like the silvered mirror and sort of a manipulation. And so the way I'll just explain kind of we'll finish this part up and then I'll explain everything in totality.
Just wanted to check we didn't need that too, yeah.
No, yeah. So you've got 2 out of 3 right now, and you technically have the third because you're using the occult library for the third.
We're not leaning to that one specifically, just trying to get all that information.
Right, just trying to know all of our options. Has anybody tried speaking with it other than Emery?
He wasn't there, or they weren't there. I don't have a name for it.
Well, and Arabelle speaks up. He's like, you could probably ask it. It's in there. It's probably always listening.
Oh, wonderful.
That's concerning.
It's okay. It's fine.
And as you guys are speaking, Jasper is sort of dutifully going through, and you hear him just kind of give a, I found it. It looks like it's been pulled out of here recently. And you can see, like, on the shelf, there's like a thin layer of dust on a lot of these tomes. And he's at one, but it looks like it has been pulled out recently.
And it's not the book that Daina pulled out earlier.
No. It's a completely different tome. And you do see that, like, some other books in here have been pulled out on various sort of topics of Vaesen or field reports. But this one looks relatively fresh.
Do we think Emery was in here? Or
Well, it could have also been, easily could have been Dick or the sister before they left.
Or it could be someone else who has access to this room when it's not attached to us.
True.
I mean, demons are not common, but not an unknown Vaesen.
Yes, I suppose so.
Uh,
I think Daina's got a bit of a shiver up her
Yeah,
spine.
I feel like Percy's just trying to like convince himself that everything's fine.
Just worried that it's doing research on what we're going to do to it.
You think it's brought Emery up here? Hasn't it been caged?
I just wonder if before,
Oh,
could Emery have lost time and not realized?
he did have free roam of the house.
and it's been with him since the beginning.
He could have been in here and not known it.
He has been missing from time to time, just not for long stretches, but
We
I
thought
thought
he
it
was
was
sleeping.
chicken. Yes, I thought it was bad chicken that he was having.
Perhaps not. Right.
Either way, something foul is afoot.
Daina's gonna go for sort of like, she's gonna wander while sort of flipping through this book and everything.
Yeah.
When she's got her back turned, she's gonna pull out a handkerchief to sort of like wipe her nose or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Where her hand sort of lands on the book, she's gonna sort of try and flip the book and Sounds really weird, but she's going to try and like smell it. Because the 1800s were a time where people did not bathe a lot. So there were a lot of perfumes, soaps, colognes. She wants to see if she can...
Yeah, get a smell.
If it's familiar. She's done physicals on everyone. She's, fixed everyone up. She wants to figure out who has had this book, if possible.
Give me an investigation roll, please.
Percy cracks a beer and watches.
Effervescent cola.
Oh, yeah, that.
2 6s.
2 6s. You smell it, and it doesn't smell of Emery or anyone that you have done a physical on. So no one that's currently in this room. But it does have a distinct odor to it. But it is not of...
Is the odor flowery? Is it musky?
It's musky. It is. It smells like cigars almost, or like pipe tobacco. It is not anyone that you can like bring up in your mind. But if you do encounter them, you should be able, with that second success, be able to put A to B.
Okay. Bearing in mind that it is not anybody in here, she is going to go over to the others and she's going to say, I'm sorry for the secrecy, but give this a smell. And she's going to shove the book under Percy's nose. What do you smell?
Well, I smell leather and old paper and your hand lotion.
And under that you smell?
I don't know. What do I smell, Sean?
It's like
cigars.
Cigars, pipe tobacco,
Okay.
like a very sort of something in that realm.
Do I get like a sense of anything myself as far as like a connection?
No, nobody that you can...
Kind of reminds me of my father, actually.
But good to know, right? Someone who smells like this is who has been reading this book.
Right. Oh, yes, that's actually...
So perhaps no one of import. Perhaps someone from another society.
Who do we know that would have access to Craigdorf Castle, know where this is, or access to a different library?
Could be a different society.
Smokes cigars.
Well, if it's a different society, we may not know.
But if it's someone here, perhaps we can visit the cigar shop.
Perhaps. Just good for us to know. I don't think we've got time to leave Emery behind for us to visit the cigar shop, but...
Right.
And she'll just point it out to Jasper as well. And
Jasper will give it a whiff, and you see him sort of like, huh.
Familiar to you?
Perhaps.
Perhaps what?
Trust me. Look into something.
All right.
You see him sort of be a little perplexed and sort of open it up. And you find it is a old society journal.
Okay.
That you have in your hands. And it tells of lore of a old Maori Tahunga who bound a demon to herself by tattooing sort of a silvered ink sort of circular pattern, geometric, like a sacred geometry into her, that this demon was then linked into her. The silver weakened it, and it became more of a cohabitation within her body. So the runes sort of limit this creature's influence. So the way that these three options work is that you have the binding, which is the one you've just discovered. It is currently the safest because it is not releasing the demon at all. It's just binding it within Emery. It does require some sort of silvered ink in holy water and some steel needles, and Emery will need to be restrained to make sure that the runes are put in properly. The second one is transfer, which is banishing this entity into a new vessel. It's sort of the second most dangerous, because it is emerging, but it is on a direct path. And that has a certain risk.
When you say vessel, you mean another living being, right?
It can be inanimate. So the one that you saw was a doll that it was put into.
Okay.
It's just some sort of trickery and subterfuge, but it is sort of stuck in this vessel. That one, there was a moment where it has escaped, and it is a little more dangerous for Emery. And then the final one is a through and through exorcism, and it is the most dangerous, where the creature is fully released and then banished back to whatever sort of realm that it is found from. So it is its most dangerous, but also its most vulnerable in this moment because it is out of Emery, but it will likely take a toll potentially. And so mechanically, we'll do a couple of skill checks. And on the table, this is something I haven't decided on yet, and I think it's better to let you guys decide. So we can either run it like a typical skill check of successes and failures, and the number of successes you need will increase for each sort of rendition that you choose. But it also means that this entity is, either completely out of the picture, a little out of the picture, or present but a little more restrained. And the other option is every success that you guys have gives Tash additional dice and bonuses to roll for a singular one. So it's whether or not as a group you want to take agency, or because this is Tash's character, I want to be cognizant of not having other people kind of take that agency away from you and have you kind of roll for this.
Should we ask Emery what he would like to do?
I want to ask Emery, but I also want to make sure that the demon isn't answering for him.
Right.
Is there any way of us not ensuring it, obviously, but hedging our bets?
What if he wants to keep the demon? If it can be restrained?
We can bind it.
Yes.
Why would he... Just trying to understand it, why would he want to?
Seems powerful. He does like a certain amount of
Power.
magic.
Yeah.
He is the magnificent. He is astonishing. I mean,
The astonishing Percy.
yes. I felt like I heard him in my ear for a second there.
Oh dear.
And he does like this type of magic. He opened a seance parlor. These are all good things, I think.
Yes, I suppose so.
If he can turn the table, and he calls the shots, and now the demon is the passenger versus the other way around, as it seems to have switched. He has leverage.
I do think we'll have to put some... Can't even imagine what the ground rules would be on that. And she looks at Jasper for this, but I can't imagine we'd want any seances run by a demon, for instance.
This is
Randomly.
true. We are well outside of protocols. Vaesen, not
Correct. So we are off the book.
our depth.
Out of our depth. And to be frank, I don't want to lose Emery.
I think with any of these, that is a risk.
I think so. I think that we risk losing him physically most with the exorcist. I think we run the risk of losing him if we try a decoy, as well as any of us. And I think we run the risk of losing him, who he is at his core, if he binds the demon. But I agree that as a doctor, I feel that it should be his choice if we feel that we can trust that.
Should he not make it, can I have his office?
And I think that's where just like looks at Percy. Anyways.
How many more promotions do you need, Percy? We'd have to go get you an astonishing outfit to match your Percy the Astonishing Butler.
I believe it would be magnificent, actually.
Percy the Magnificent
Percy the Peculiar.
Butler. Percy the Peculiar?
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Ooh, well,
Right, okay. Well, should we speak with Emery? It feels like we have our 3 options. We just presented to him.
Think so. And we all watch him for signs that he is anyone other than who he claims to be.
Can the demon only hear? Do we know this? What if we write him on a note and he writes it back?
I imagine he's seeing everything that he's seeing, and
Well, you can ask Emery.
we could just ask.
Let's just ask.
He's in there.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, and you all step over the shattered.
Before we do, I just think we should all go into any situation with that demon as if we are going into a battle. Just everyone ensure you have everything you need. We felt very underprepared earlier today.
Jasper steps in. I should ask before as well we touch on Emery. What is everyone's leanings as far as their preferred? If we cannot trust that we are talking to Emery and he is unavailable, then we do need to rely on our own judgments.
I would say the binding.
Arabelle, what do you think?
I would, much as I would like to see this thing gone, the exorcism does frighten me. I would be between the transfer and binding.
I think that I'm between the two as well. The exorcism frightens me. None of us are familiar enough with it. No offense, Arabelle.
That's okay, if only we had a sister with us.
If only God hadn't
If
called
only
her to
God
Salt
had.
Spring. But I'm not sure where I sit between the two. I'd like to see where he leans.
Okay. Yeah, the lot of you walk down the stairs. Jasper stops just for a moment. He's like, I'll be right with you, actually. And he runs up the stairs for a second. You kind of hear him go all the way up to his office.
Probably going for some jams.
That's where they are. Do you have your holy water?
I do.
I will collect the salt.
Thank you.
Just as a safety measure. And he pats his hip too, and he's like, and I have my revolver back. Not that I think that will be helpful for a demon, but might allow me to put myself out of my misery if it does attack us. Just kidding.
Her eye twitches a little bit. As he goes into the kitchen, she steps into the breakfast dining room and pockets the salt shaker as well.
Okay. You hear a thud and smash from Jasper's office, and then steps coming down.
Probably fine.
Probably.
And he comes down. He's like, okay, well, we're good.
Good.
Broke another window, did you?
And you had mentioned earlier, and he pulls out the silvered bullet that was in the wall of his office. One of the rituals required silvered ink.
Wonderful. Jasper.
Good thinking.
Brilliant.
And you step down, and Emery, have you stayed above ground? You've been left alone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Or have you descended to have a conversation with Tom? Or
Yeah, I would imagine there'd probably be a bit of a continued back and forth. I think Emery is very curious about Tom and wants to try to understand.
you get the impression he's quite bored and so amenable to kind of meet you in this limbo, as it were.
Right.
What's the second positive memory that we would find Emery?
Well, this one time he was at his friend's place and he just had this new bidet put in. No, just
No way.
It's good that it's the warm one.
Too bad they don't have one in their main bathroom. Then we could be bideting at the same time.
We could be bidet buddies.
No, I would say it would be with someone who kind of grew to become a very good friend of his. Barnaby Crest was Emery's stage manager, who came on a couple years into Emery's touring career. And after a particularly bad show in the town of Yale, things just, one of those nights where just things didn't really go right. And they had never really developed a friendship at this point, but Barnaby came up to him after the show and had a bottle of whiskey with him, and they just kind of sat down at the stage after the theater emptied and just kind of got to know each other a bit better. So
Great.
he's kind of just reliving that moment.
Yeah, and I think this is the same memory, but instead of Barnaby across for you, or it is almost like Tom is embodying Barnaby in this moment. He's sort of it's anytime that he approaches you, he is both. When you try to think back on it, it's really hard to remember details of his face. It's sort of like the shadowy figure, unless he's sort of occupying another person's persona. And so in this moment, he is occupying Barnaby, and you're sharing this whiskey.
Would it feel like to Emery like he's talking to Barnaby, or he's aware that it's Tom, but he's just surrounded in the warm fuzzies of this memory?
Yeah, he's sort of like the warm fuzzies of this memory. You are aware that you're talking with Tom, and Tom is not trying to necessarily, in this moment, be particularly deceitful about it. He's just kind of bored and having fun.
Ingratiating himself through the memory.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite a show.
It was probably one of the worst moments of my life.
It can only go up from here, though, don't you think?
I guess so.
Gotta start somewhere, and we all start somewhere, and then we learn and we grow, and if you didn't make any mistakes, you'd never learn anything.
True, but it's just, there's just so many variables. I don't know how we get to a place where we can potentially manage everything, and it's just we can't continue to have shows like this.
Well, you don't try to control everything.
You don't.
Roll with the punches.
Rather not be punched.
No, I understand that one, but we live, learn, you adapt, and the more mistakes you make, the more ways you learn how to pivot and adjust and make them your own.
What are your mistakes?
My mistakes. I was born in the wrong place. Place of gray and ash and fear.
London.
Yeah, London. A lot of fog there as well. Sure, things go bump in the night. Yeah. Spooky. But I got out. Made my way to the big show, as it were. I'm here with you, buddy.
Buddy. If we're buddies, can I ask you something as... Weird question. I don't think I've ever had to ask someone before. Were you ever human?
Kind of am now, but no. I'm like half at this moment.
Thanks to...
Yeah. Right. Well, because if you think it's cool, you could say you're half demon.
I don't think I would go that far, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, well, no, I didn't say that either.
Didn't have to. Oh. I think I hear your friends coming.
Footsteps.
You wanna...
Can I take this one?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Horrible at that.
We're going to do a vigilance or a inspiration, please.
I wanted to see rock, paper, scissors.
All right, you know what? Let's rock, paper, scissors for it. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, you got to do it.
I don't do shoot. I just rock, paper, scissors.
So you
How
drop
do you
on
do-
3?
Yeah.
You drop on scissors?
Drop on scissors.
Okay.
You want to do 2 out of 3?
Okay.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock,
Demon 1.
paper, scissors.
Tash 1.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Tash 1.
Emery wins it.
Phew.
I feel like we can absolutely believe Emery this time.
Yeah, you step down into the dungeon, And you see Emery doing that same 1,000-yard stare. I think his pupils just completely blow out in this
just
moment.
pure black.
Just like you can
God.
see a little bit, and then they come back normal.
Emery?
Are you there?
Yes.
See Arabelle step down. She's got her shaved head.
Arabelle,
Hi.
you got a haircut.
Oh, sorry. Should I put the wig on for you? Is that
It's not
necessary
mandatory
here?
in this.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Didn't seem like the time or place.
Beautiful as always, regardless. What is the news?
We
We have a question for you.
3 possible answers.
Right?
We have some potential solutions,
Yeah, I'll call them solutions.
and we would like you, Emery, to make the choice, not your passenger.
Well, this
Tom,
probably not. Yes, Tom. How did you know it's Tom?
Yes, Percy. How did you know it was Tom?
while I was waiting, I didn't tell you before, but
Yes, you didn't tell us before, Percy.
What happened, Percy?
Percy, when you told me that you sat there in silence,
I did sit there in silence.
and that he
And
sat
I
there in silence, blankly
was-
staring.
listened to Emery have what could only be described as, well, like an argument with himself. Kept calling himself Tom.
Interesting.
Assuming that's who
Up
it
to
was.
now, he has just been catatonic when disappearing from these moments.
Well,
Is
we
there...
haven't exactly been sitting down here waiting for him to talk, have we? But I, looks over at Jasper, was locked in a cage by the other members of this party, and I and Emery had plenty of time to sit down here and listen to each other.
Is there any form of rollies we can do on this?
Oh man, he said it.
He said it.
And Jasper doesn't say anything in this moment, but
No, I meant the rollies for whether or not she believes. No, she knows that's out. Whether or not
Okay.
she believes he's being honest with her right now.
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
But she will also look at Jasper and she will say, I suspect later is happening.
More pressing things to deal with in this moment, but sooner rather than later.
We're doing a roll? A roll off?
Yes, it's going to be a manipulation versus observation, please. So manipulation for Percy, observation for Daina. And you know what?
One success.
One success.
Jasper's in this room as well. No successes.
Do we re-roll if we're tied?
I just think there's mutual distrust
right.
in this moment.
All right.
Like everything's a little, you're not sure whether or not he's lying or whether or not he is, but there's just like a lot that has gone on in this moment that I feel like there's been a lot of lying and subterfuge that's gone on.
I don't think Daina even tries to hide how hurt she is by like the fact that she can't trust him right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't say anything, but she's back to the moment at hand.
Emery, you feel like here in the back of your mind, like, cut the tension with a knife.
I know there's likely no way for me to convince anyone of this, but this is me, Emery, Finch, in control right now. I will warn you that Tom, as Percy pointed out, can hear and understand everything that's being said to me. Whether or not he has any influence on me is another call, I guess, but just thought I would share that.
Right. Well, choices. One is an exorcism, the most dangerous to you. Possibly one of the more dangerous ones for us. One of them is, and she's going to navigate this one a little bit carefully, bearing in mind that Tom is paying attention. One of them is an alternative solution that I think we can perhaps agree can't be discussed openly for it to work.
Right. Yes.
And
the last is
yes,
a binding, which I'm personally in favor of.
the binding is
Keeps the demon with you.
yes, but not entirely loose upon the world.
Well,
Could Daina have brought the book to show she's gonna hold it up so he can't look at any other parts, but she's gonna hold it up so that he can read the information about the Maori.
Wait, hold on. Well, okay. Percy might stop you because, like, we're saying that we had a discussion where if we wrote a letter to him, the demon can see what he's seeing.
Yeah, but the demon can hear what he's hearing too. This isn't about the tricking. This is about the binding.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
was like,
that's-
don't read it. Oh, that's why you're hiding the other part.
That's why she's holding the other part. That's why she's just going to
okay.
hold up about the Maori.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
well, I mean, my first instinct is with the binding that's exactly what he's asking for. He wants to just remain. He said, I can stay with you and we can scratch, like I said earlier, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, and it'll be a wonderful relationship and everything will be great. And that, obviously, that's a little hard to believe, but
So the binding would.
And you like hear this is all sort of echoes in Emery's mind.
right.
This is not a fourth option where we just sort of go as we are currently on trust. This binding, I don't like silver thing. That seems uncomfortable.
And while he's saying this, because Daina can't hear it, Daina's saying the binding would ensure that it is not as flexible as perhaps he would be around this contract.
Yes, it sort of turns the power table a little more in your favor.
Or evens it, at least.
Well, I would say this. The idea of forcing him out of me does not particularly interest me. I think it puts everyone else at risk. I think it just kicks him out of one home and forces him to another. And there's no reason why that wouldn't end up being someone else in the room or someone else on the street. And this is my responsibility. I released him into this world, and it's my burden to carry. I feel like I was sent to the society to make a difference and to change the world in some way, and maybe this is what that calling was. Maybe he's meant for me and I for he.
Anyone else have any thoughts before we potentially proceed?
I got so many thoughts.
Do we have a backup plan? Let's say we do the binding. We release Emery from this his confines, and things go poorly. I suppose that's maybe not a discussion to have here. Well, Tom is listening, but...
Well, you could always turn your back and shoot yourself through the heart, couldn't you?
Good, but people will constantly stop me from my own accord, so it would seem that I have to follow instructions like a good boy.
Would you like to talk to Tom at all?
Yes.
It's, well, I wouldn't say it's my will, but we have currently seem to have a bit of a common understanding over sort of taking turns of my pilotage.
Wonderful. That's probably because right now it suits his needs to try and manipulate you.
Right.
Bosh.
Who... No, you don't need to speak with him?
My concern is that if he comes to the forefront
Will she just rule the roost here, Emery?
and we decide to move ahead
Oh, you could be making your own decisions.
with the tattooing or the binding, that he will perhaps not relinquish control again. I am wondering if we can think of a way perhaps to begin the containment, and she'll point to the part where it says that he has to be like bound before we begin the tattooing, and then we speak to Tom.
I mean, I'm already behind a cage.
Arabelle,
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I agree with Daina. I think if we have everything in place for the binding and if we feel the need to convey with this thing, I apologize, but it's fascinating for me, to be honest. This is not a occurrence that happens ever.
No, it's been quite interesting. We've actually had fairly lengthy conversations and
Remember what I told you, to be careful of any deals or dealings. He will try and sway you.
right.
It will try and sway you. But I think the opportunity to interact with it in a controlled environment could be, who knows what we could glean.
Are we concerned about the quality of the interaction is my only concern. If we ask for its cooperation after binding, not something I imagine it wants to do, is it less likely to be helpful to us, or at least interested? As Daina put, he is already in the cage, or maybe Emery had mentioned it. It sounds like Tom is unlikely to leave his host, because where else would he go? He already has one. We have very little to lose.
Based on what we've been told so far above table, can Tom just leave his host? Or was a binding done sort of already when he was unleashed, or do we not know?
Give me a learning check, please.
Can I roll that too?
Yeah, you can either roll it or give us assistance, like a +2.
I have 6.
He did say that.
I don't think I can help Daina right now. She's mad at me.
Yeah, then do your own research.
Oh, I can only roll one.
God.
One.
Because of my
You guys are going to end up having
things.
sex.
Oh,
I can
6.
tell.
6. Wow.
Or like one success.
Yeah.
So you got one
Wow.
success as
Yeah.
well? Yeah.
I think in this moment, he is attached and bound to Emery. The second half of that ritual was, like, in its own way, a binding ritual, but the more important element of this is that, as you had mentioned, it balances the power dynamic. You do get the impression that it is playing nice in this moment.
But it also can't just like leap out of Emery's mouth and into like someone else.
Not as far as you're aware. And so that is then the second one is half of the problem is reefing this thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also say that with the tattooing in ink, it'll make doing that almost impossible in the future.
Ooh. So binding is kind of permanent.
It
I
is
figure any
semi-permanent.
one of these three was like, this is our final solution for this.
Yes.
Okay.
You could try like 1800s tattoo removal, but
Ooh, ouch. It's going to leave a scar.
Daina has one of those saws.
I do.
Right. So it's not like Tom can just willingly leave his host. Emery brought him in willingly, which is why he's there in the first place, is my understanding from the tome.
But I wouldn't say it was willingly.
Well,
Ignorantly, but by
yes.
the book, willingly.
She's got your number.
I'm not terribly concerned about whether or not Tom will be useful or helpful to us. I'm worried about the safety of Emery and what he would like.
You're right. Emery, this comes down to you. I think you need to make the final decision.
Well, I think it's clear. It's really, there's two options. We proceed with this binding ceremony and leave him where he is in a less powerful position, or we kill me.
I don't know that killing you would actually be a solution, to be honest. Nothing we've read has said one way or the other. Or have we read anything that says one way or the other? Nothing we've read says one way or the other.
Well, there is a fourth option. You do nothing.
I like that option.
I'm sure he would like that option.
Tom just said he would like that option, yes.
There we go.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't he? It seems to have served you both relatively well up to this point.
We lose Emery.
Well, yeah, I've also been locked in a cage, so it's not really serving me particularly well.
Honest,
Right.
if we all agree on it, you gain Emery. He's on the bench right now.
Are we hearing this from him?
No,
No.
it is all. Like,
Yeah, that's what I
it's
figured.
just like-
I figured so. Okay,
feel
yeah.
free to like ignore me.
100%. I
Yeah,
love it. Okay.
Yeah.
We have had moments of losing Emery, and I feel that right now, as Emery has said, we have been gifted his company. Not. I just worry that would not be forever.
Right.
Well, yes. For me, it's the option that we proceed with,
The binding.
the binding.
Well-
Does that need to be done, Arabelle, in the seance parlor, or can it be done here?
We don't need the seance parlor would only be for the exorcism. If we can secure Emery here, someone will need to go in and we'll need some good light.
Could we make it smell a little better as well?
Sure.
Just those herbs that you normally burn in the seance room.
The
that would
incense.
be much nicer.
Oh
Oh,
god. Oh god.
Just smells so moist.
I like patchouli.
Oh, gross.
I don't know if I'm much of a tattoo artist. I do medical drawings. Does anyone feel more comfortable with that?
Does it say where I must wear the tattoo?
Sort of, I would imagine we could have like a picture of what it had looked like.
Yeah, and so it's not like a full body tattoo, but it is like up the arms and into the chest.
Okay, so nothing on my face then.
Nothing on your face.
Okay, then let's proceed. That's fine.
I think out of everybody, Daina, you're the one that has likely manipulated the human body the most. Probably the most realistic candidate to be poking ink into somebody.
Of course.
Is that a comment about her and Dick?
No, but it
Oh.
is a good point, yes.
It was
Good one.
Sorry, I'm just
That was funny. I
trying to
appreciate
lighten
it.
the thickness in his.
I thought he was poking her. Anyway, it's fine.
We're not talking about thickness right now.
And it's pronounced girth.
We all know it's the motion of the ocean.
Anyway,
Right.
Anyways.
What is our plan for binding him? Not just the tattoo. I mean what do we think would be sufficient? And how much can we get him to do himself before we go in?
Well, and Percy walks over to the cage and reaches
oh no,
under some of the pillows on the bed.
he's got a whole trunk of shibari rope, doesn't he?
These are the underbed ones.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He pulls out a cross, one of those big. Yeah,
We could probably use a couple of these. Oh, sorry, the whip I'll put away.
Oh dear.
Right.
Fuck, I should have possessed this guy.
Right. Well then. Perhaps, I don't know. Do I have to go in to tie him up?
Shall I disrobe?
Well, can you just position yourself up against the cage and we can tie you to that?
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Yes.
With your arms through.
But do you not need to tattoo my arms and?
I do. I
chest?
need to, with your arms through on our side, and then we'll lean through.
Okay.
At least, I don't know. Is there any reason based on, because I'm only visualizing for my own, is there any reason that, with him facing with his back to us?
Yeah.
I like that even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are going to try.
He's going to back up to
His back to the cage.
the cage.
And we're gonna
We are
bind
going
him.
to bind him physically that way before we enter the cage.
Okay, so he will be like bound, like his arms are coming through the
No,
bar,
no,
or
no,
like
no.
just on the other side.
Just on the, like, he's going to be completely bound on the inside of the cage, but we will use the ties on the outside of the cage.
Okay,
through.
and you're just going for the arms. It's going to be hard if you want to like hog tie him, but just get like his arms bound up.
It's a
at this point.
4-point restraint with, like, if I'm picturing one I've seen before. Sorry, Sean.
I'll send you some pics. It's fine.
Great.
It's a 4-point restraint with a tightening piece in the middle.
Can someone look as to when this was like created?
Well, they've been tying people up since the Middle Ages.
Torture devices that
But yeah.
turned into
Yeah,
sex
fair
devices.
enough.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Whatever.
So I'm just reassuring, we could get legs and arms. Against the legs against the bars, arms against the bars with...
I think one.
Do you need me to draw it?
I think you're going to be able to like quite easily get one or the other, but there is going to need to be a check to get both through the arms or through the bars.
If he's willingly leaning up against it.
It's just like more of a dexterity check to make sure it's good.
Emery.
Yeah.
Emery he's going to be kind of leaning up against the bars, having this conversation. I imagine he's kind of there with his hands out. He's like, I have a bit of an idea.
Okay.
I might leave for a while. My body should stay standing, but
Are we going to be speaking with Tom?
hopefully not. Hopefully neither of us. Hopefully I'll just kind of go to sleep for a bit.
Is he bound already?
No.
No.
He's trying to do this before you start binding.
I just think that's a really bad idea. I think that perhaps we're going to end up dealing with him and he's not going to be so willing to lean against the bars. And I don't particularly want to go in and wrestle a demon and then you get hurt.
Yes, I agree.
Or me too, maybe.
Probably better that you stay with us, Emery.
At least until
My thought was to distract him with something else.
I'm just worried that he's going to not be distracted. What are you going to distract him with?
Yeah, Emery, what are you going to distract me with?
Well,
Well, there's not much point in me trying now.
The real question is who's going to tie up Emery?
Arabelle?
Percy,
Well-
you seem to have the most experience.
Well, unfortunately, I was usually the recipient of said tying.
Well, I certainly know how. She starts flinging the ropes about.
Where's Dick when you need him?
Or Arabelle, if you're comfortable with it too.
Nope. This one's all you.
It's me.
She does that
I
thing
was
where
just-
like you see like sailors and they like throw the rope over and like it just like does the knot itself and she like just pulls it tight. She goes, "Ready when you are."
Sorry, I just need to upbeat. It's, yeah, okay.
Are you leaning against the?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Sorry.
Can I get an inspiration roll from Emery, please?
Does he get a +2 for how inspiring Daina is in this moment?
Sure.
Yeah. I tried to find exactly the diagram I was looking for, but I did not get anything I could send to you in good conscience, Sean.
+2 -1. Oh, just 1 6.
It's probably a good thing the sister's not here.
Can I get a agility
You never
roll?
know.
Can I get an agility roll from Daina, please?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I assist potentially in this one?
Can I have him like hold his arm while I start tying for
It
a
all
dice?
happens very quickly.
So no. Okay, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got a 1 success.
We got 2 successes on both of his rolls. So in a flash, as you start trying to bind Emery, he spins around and grabs Daina's arm and pulls it through the bars.
Okay, I've been real nice up until this point.
Percy like puts his hands up and like kind of backs up. He's like, it's okay. We were just talking to Emery.
Well, I know, I was here the whole time, and I've been pretty good. I'm not necessarily a big fan of being neutered.
And Daina, you feel like the stretch and pull of your arms kind of being like pulled into the bars, and it's fairly uncomfortable. But he does sort of stop at a point.
Now, let's be clear. I'm trying to be calm, collected. I don't want no handcuffs. don't want to be bound. I don't want to be exercised or whatever plan 2 was. Got a pretty good gig here. Now, we can play nice. Do it easy, friendly way. Can do it the hard way. I don't want to do it the hard way myself. It seems like you also all have a lot of grievances to air out amongst yourselves, sitting here accusing me of being the bad one here when, Christ, in this last 5 minutes you've all half been at your own throats. Lying, seen that a few times already. Deception, pretty good at that. Who's got more blood on their hands at this? Who's got the second most blood on their hands in this moment?
I think that would be me.
You're in a tight spot as well. What is it with you in this one? Been looking at him, protecting him, snipping at him. Christ, I thought you'd want to marry him with all the rope tricks, but
Not that.
what's protection? You can absolve yourself of something in this moment?
What's our plan? She's just talking to the others now.
Emery wants to try something.
Yeah?
If he can. As soon as he kind of felt that moment of Tom taking over and him being pushed down,
Yeah.
he's going to put every bit of whatever gusto he has to try and force up and make as present as possible his strongest memory.
Okay. Yeah, what's...
To pull him into it, to pull Tom into it.
Yeah, I love this.
He's sitting on a riverbank on a lovely spring afternoon having a picnic with Evelyn, his wife. Yeah, they're just outside of Fort Kamloops where they had just met each other a few weeks before while he was practicing some street magic. And yeah, he wants to see if he can pull Tom into that moment and pay less attention to what's happening.
Do you want to pitch me a skill that you want to roll?
Well, I would say either inspiration or manipulation. Seems like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm the same on either, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, typically this would be an inspiration roll, so let's go with that.
Yeah, that feels right.
You can add a +2 to it as well.
Give me 1 6. Oh, one cocked. 1 6 still. 10 dice.
Do you want to push that roll?
Yeah. No 6s.
Damn.
Damn it. That was my chance.
It's okay, because he also got 1 6. And so there's a brief moment where the grip is loosened on Daina. Can you please give me
She's gonna try and pull her grip, but like do that thing when you pull your grip and you try and grab. She's gonna try and grab like his sleeve or his shirt and pull him against the bars.
Okay, give me a agility roll, please. I'm presuming that Percy, you're going to get additional assistance, I would guess.
Yeah, I actually had an idea, and maybe we could do it above table quick, or just so I understand the ramifications. Because it would seem like Emery is losing control.
Yes.
My assumption is that the host has to be conscious. So he was actually going to take part of the spare rope, wrap it around Emery's neck, and choke him out, but not to obviously kill him. I just need him to black out, and that's what he's hoping to do.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is one of those, you may certainly try. You will be inflicting physical conditions on him to black him out. But you were fundamentally trying to break him. Like, give him,
Essentially,
Yeah.
but I mean, it also does disable the demon, so
Does it?
Does it?
Does it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't.
There's a lot happening here all at once.
Percy's
I don't know.
Percy's going for it.
Madeline made him catatonic before, and then he became the
How
demon.
much experience
Okay,
does
so I'll
Percy
do
have
my.
with choking someone else?
So I think there is a 1-2 punch. You're both going to add an additional dice because Jasper's going to be helping Percy, and Arabelle's going to be helping Daina.
Okay.
Jasper's in on the choking out plan.
He is absolutely sees a threat and is like trying to restrain it, and Arabelle sees the less violent sort of solution to this.
1-6.
1-6. Okay.
What is my? Is it a physical?
Yeah, this will this is
combat?
close combat. Yeah.
Okay. 4 or 5. Oh, wait. Robust. I have something because I'm like trying to protect people or something, right?
Oh yeah, you got a
robust.
+1 when you are protecting someone you are loyal to.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
I remember that from the servants.
oh no, this one's ignore penalties. Never mind.
Oh.
That's for fear.
Oh, never mind.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Can I push? Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
I'll be broken.
You can push and break yourself.
Doesn't sound helpful. That
That's a little early.
He looks at Daina. Daina's like,
You hear Tom do it. Yeah, there's sort of a lot happening here. But with the success on Daina's end, you're able to at least get his arms restrained. And in this moment, Emery is just not necessarily moving. He's not going limp, but he is just sort of like gone.
Okay.
And there is his eyes are completely blown out, although you can't really see because his back's to you, presumably, in this moment.
She grabs her medical scissors and starts cutting off his shirt to begin to get prepped for the tattoos. She will start to tell Jasper, we need to get that silver melted down so that we can.
Yes, of course. And he sort of like looks over at Madeline's bed. He's like, there.
There what?
We need to have him fully restrained. Put him on the bed. Or are you trying to do this standing?
I thought we were trying to do the standing, weren't we?
yes. Well, I thought against the bars, easier to tie to. I suppose we could restrain him to the bed.
You're trying to do this through the bars,
No, once
On the
he's
other side?
restrained to the bars, I will go in.
right?
But what do you think otherwise?
Let's do it.
At least
I
this
am
way
I am out of my depth here.
we have access to both sides of him at least this way,
And we're here.
and we're here. We
right.
don't have to transport him.
Let's do it. You begin preparations. Jasper sort of like runs up to the kitchen, begins sort of smelting the silver on the stove. We'll say that there was always a fire going on the kitchen. And
I did make tea earlier, so
perfect. Yeah.
I feel like even when he was grieving, Percy was ready for tea.
it's the only thing that centers him. Yeah.
And we return to Emery's mind. I should say, with the failing of that roll, you're going to take a mental condition when he took over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting spicy in here.
But yeah, you have gained a bit of an advantage as you are here. Sorry, what was Evelyn?
Evelyn
Yeah.
is Emery's wife that died about 10 or 12 years ago at this point.
Okay. Well, give you this. I was not expecting to be brought down into here. It's lovely.
It is lovely.
Why to chat? Why'd you bring me, share me with this?
I just wanted to
Time's a ticking. I got places to be.
give you an opportunity to know me better and for me to know you better. If we're going to be spending our lives together, this is how I got to know Evelyn, and it was our plan to spend our lives together.
And in this moment, kind of looks at you. All right. And he steps into Evelyn.
Oh, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind. That red looks nice on you, though.
You just say the nicest things.
And what is like Emery's response, like physically, to this moment?
When he steps into her,
Yeah.
what is that like? Does it?
It's just sort of like it's like a crossfade almost, and then he kind of like.
But now, like visually to Emery, he's Evelyn.
He is Evelyn. Yeah.
Ooh. I think this moment is he just jizzes. This moment is probably even more real than he anticipated it to be, even as he tried to push this memory forward. And it's probably like a little bit overwhelming, but at the same time, like warming and comfortable.
Always nice to see how these things start.
Yes.
Young
How does any
love.
good relationship start? With this?
This
Breaking bread?
breaking bread along the river, it's sweet.
Getting lost in each other's eyes?
Yeah.
Just being.
You know, I see you at your best and easiest, but how did it end, Emery?
And
How did what end?
slowly, like clouds begin to like form on the
jeez.
perimeter, and you feel yourself being pulled into what I would presume will be Emery's worst memory. And you start to feel like this pulling backwards. It's like,
This is all lovely. Where's the dirt? Where are the bodies buried?
Which ones?
I think you know which ones.
Evelyn's body was buried beside the manor.
How did she go?
slowly the memory shifts and changes.
She just got sick over the winter.
And the snow begins to fall.
And the child she was carrying, it all just became too much for her body.
Child. Gone too, I suspect.
It's buried with her, inside of her still.
And for that, Emery, I'm sorry.
It doesn't feel like that right now. It feels like you're using this against me. And if this is what you want to build our relationship on, I don't think it's what I want.
Well, then we can always change that.
Change what?
And the memory begins to shift a little bit and rewind as he begins to make adjustments, tweaks.
Like I told you, Emery. Always good to have a friend like me and just these things.
Don't do it. I don't want you to change this.
I don't want us to change this either.
We're not. It's just leveling the playing field a bit. You get to take control of me whenever you see fit. What do I get to do? Have you change a few memories? Swipe a little magic trick over?
Do some real magic.
Can you? It sounds like you're a good salesman. It doesn't sound like you're a technician.
Want to see some real magic, Emery?
Well, now I don't know when you say it like that.
All right.
Can Emery make me a manipulation roll, please?
One 6.
we shift back up top. Jasper shouts from the kitchen. Got it ready?
Daina would have got the steel needles out already, cleaned them,
Yep.
laid
Sterilized
everything out. She's ready.
Boiled.
I might need you to assist me, Percy.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
You want me in the cage? The cell?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're comfortable.
I am.
Perfect.
This is for Emery.
For Emery. I trust you.
I trust you.
Okay.
And you open the cage. Arabelle is there to help guide Daina on the sort of like placement and orientation of these runes.
She has Arabelle lock the cage behind her. She's not actually sure of how strong or whether or not this cage is actually anything more than just like
Show.
A token.
a token at this point, a guise.
It's just like a
but
storage
Yeah.
lockup in an apartment.
she
building.
feels like maybe the society did something, but
Yeah.
she's hoping.
So Percy's in there.
In there
too.
with him. Okay. And Arabelle's sort of on the other side, trying to like give pointers, make sure clockwise versus anti-clockwise.
Dana's got her entire medical kit too, just in case she needs anything.
Right. And I think, and how's Percy assisting?
I mean, I guess because she would be like, she's like actively trying to tattoo, like maybe he's
Stretching the skin.
yeah,
holding-
stretching the skin and providing like the ink cartridge or
Like
bowl.
receptacle.
Yeah.
And I think Jasper's there also, like whatever part that is being tattooed is like actively restraining that particular and trying to just be ready. And you all set to work, and as soon as the ink and needling starts, there is violent resistance from Emery as he begins to shake, and on the inside in Emery's mind, the manor begins to shake and rumble. And Tom looks to you, Emery.
Well, looks like they've begun. All right.
So be fine. We could have been worse. They could have tried to get rid of you entirely.
All right, here's...
And the walls almost begin to crumble around you and like blow away and swirl.
Oh, crap. All right. Gotta appreciate that. You didn't bring me back or put me back in that hole. So I'm willing to be a little amenable to this whole process.
And the shadow begins to kind of grow and loom for a moment as he sort of fights with this. And in this moment, the manor begins to cross dissolve and go back to the river. And Tom steps out from Evelyn.
Won't change it. He said, we're in this together for the know that I'm here, better, worse.
On the top side, you are all sweating profusely, but you feel Emery's body begin to relax into the process a little bit as the intricate line work you're completed on one arm moved onto his chest. And Emery's eyes are still completely dilated. And through Emery in your memories, you hear in the back of your mind I'm here. On the other side, Arabelle is also next to you saying these same sort of things. And it is one love to another as you sort of move through this moment, as the ink gets put onto you, and there is a further binding between you and Tom. And in this moment, he steps back, and you get a sense that this connection that is being done to you begins to link the two of you a little deeper, and it is no longer 1 and 2, but 1/2. And we step out. Daina, you step back and look at your work. Percy, you relax. Jasper releases his grip. And Emery, sit down. You slump down in this moment. Open your eyes. Are here. Not just you. Tom is still there in the background, but successfully manipulated and restrained. And that's where we'll end the session.
Adventurers, grab your weapons.